actually going to have a We Are Family episode where we're bringing in a young athlete, a young superstar athlete, I should say, and we want to see how that affects his family, you know, the good things that go along with it, the kind of stuff they have to go through actually to, you know, be at his games, what they think about as far as him going through high school and moving up to the next level. So with that being said, the athlete that we have is A.J. Douglas from East Hartford High School, and he's a two-sport athlete. You see the balls here, he plays football, and he's currently in basketball season right now. So, AJ, I just want you to basically, you know, look at the camera, say who you are, and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is A.J. Douglas. I play basketball and football for East Hartford High School. I'm a senior, class of 2020. We're mid through the basketball season, and I don't know.
He's being a little modest here. I mean, AJ is active.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. We gotta cut. Is someone's phone going?
Yes.
Yes, it's the alarm, but I didn't want to go over there and move. Just put
That's
the
your phone?
Yes, my alarm.
Everybody
just
know.
turn that shit on.
Cause I can hear it inside here.
Because you can
Can
turn
you
it
really?
off, but you
Yeah.
can't put your
Oh, yo, what is that?
Now I've been hearing that too. That loud.
In the
No,
shop.
I'm
it'll
just paying
keep getting
attention, to be honest
progressively
with you,
louder
like-
until you turn it off.
Oh, really?
But I turned it.
I mean, we have to do everything over? You can have
We
it.
don't have to,
No,
but
we
we
can-
definitely should.
Everybody's
back up,
phones
we all
off,
go
right?
from
The
the top.
ringers, the alarms, because that's what happened at that funeral.
Yeah.
I turned off everything, but the alarm came on in the middle of the funeral. Just,
Then he leaned against the wall.
and I turned
Then
the
he
light
leaned
out.
against the wall and turned the light on. Oh
Oh,
my
turned the
God.
light out at the funeral.
Introducing one of our local high school stars, two sports stars, and we're bringing in his family so we can see how does his performances and what he's doing affects the family on a daily basis, how it's going to affect the family moving forward as he moves into the next level of his life and hopefully athletic life. So I want to take time to just, I'm going to introduce A.J. Douglas.
My name's A.J. Douglas. Like he said, I go to East Hartford High School. I'm a senior, class of 2020. I play basketball and football.
All season, he ended up being all conference there, and if I remember right, weren't you all academic conference too? Yeah, so that's even better. And so with that being said, I just want the family to introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Auntie Donna, and I just want to say I'm just really proud of AJ. I didn't know he was all conference, so that's really good to hear. And I didn't know he was all academic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's great, and I think that it kind of works hand in hand when you're with your sports and your academics. You know, each one can motivate you to do well. So I'm just really proud of him.
We'll go to
Yeah.
mommy in the middle here.
AJ's mom, my name is Marlene, and I'm a proud mom. I think he's been doing awesome from little on, lots of travel teams and whatnot. So it's now a little worrisome. This is his very last year. And all along in the younger days, I used to like, oh my God, paying for the hotel and whatnot and going to Virginia and whatnot. And now I wish, you know, it goes fast. So, well, who knows what the future holds. AJ has been doing awesome. Right, Dad?
Yeah, I'm Anthony Douglas, Senior. This is my son, AJ. Looking forward to him advancing to the next level, staying focused and doing what he needs to do. Right now, it's not a strain on me, but I just like him to go out there and just be who he is and do what he needs to do to accomplish what he needs to accomplish.
I'm Jamal. I'm AJ's second oldest cousin out of 6. I am very proud of AJ because I watched him grow, obviously from a young child, a baby, and to this young man he is today. yeah, just really proud of who he is.
Now, 12th grade, high school, once things are starting to die down in high school, how do you guys feel about it being over, basically? He's finishing his basketball season, and then he'll be through as an athlete in high school. How does that, I mean, is it sad? Is it,
It's not as much as it being sad as how fast time goes by.
Mhm.
So then once you realize, wow, AJ's 17 years old now, he'll be 18 by the time he graduates, and he's the baby of the family, he's my youngest. I'm really proud of him, but the key is, it's not over, it's just a new beginning.
Right.
So if he takes this new beginning and he stays focused like he needs to be, keep his academics up, gets his rest, exercise, everything should be fine.
Yeah, we talk about that quite often. Not just that, he's almost 18. He's gonna vote this year, coming November. I'm gonna coach him and tell him exactly who he needs to vote for.
That's coaching, huh? Okay, yeah. Well, and as far as going to his games, is that, because we have two working parents here, is that a tough thing to do, to make the games? And AJ, how do you feel about it if mom or dad misses a game?
I don't let it get to my head because, I know they're usually at work and they would like to be there if they don't make it. But usually they are there to support me, so it's a good feeling to have my family behind me basically while I'm playing, and it's a good feeling to know that they're out there supporting me.
Yeah, and it's, I sacrifice a lot, I hope nobody from work is watching, but I have to creep here and there, but no, it's exciting. It's exciting to see him go out there, play, focus, run, try to run the teams, be that team leader. I emphasize it over and over. If you, in my opinion, you can have your friends, but to me, if you stick with your teammates or people who's playing ball, then you're going to be geared to just basketball, practice, instead of, let me go hang out at the mall. I'd rather see you when it's football season or basketball season. I'd rather see you focus clearly on that and your schoolwork, and getting your proper rest and just doing what you need to do to make your life better and complete.
Right.
Stay focused, AJ. You can do it. And just,
Well, you guys, right? Mom, Dad, you guys you just went through this. Now Malik, 4 years, free ride, CCSU, graduated, wonderful football player, so you know a little about that. Happy birthday, Malik. 23, we love you.
Well, as a parent who has gone through it and it's done now because he has graduated from college, I have to echo what Anthony says. You just have to really stay focused and do what you have to do because it can open up good opportunities for you.
Well, then let's touch on cousin here. Now, having a younger cousin here that's an athlete, what do you feel your role is as far as developing him or helping him or?
My role is just that, to be that older cousin, to make him tougher and encourage him and be there to support him when I can or whenever he needs the support. And to piggyback off what Auntie, I owe a lot more in student loans than some people own on their homes, so I'm gonna be paying student loans for the rest of my life. You don't want that.
Yeah.
So the best thing I can do is to lead by example or by experience,
Right.
and give the best advice I can give.
Now, AJ, how do you feel as far as your progress in developing to be a leader? You think that you're moving in that direction? You think you're there?
I've always been a leader on the teams that I've been on, or at least I try to. It takes a lot of patience, especially when you play with younger kids or a younger, when you're the senior of the team and you have freshman and sophomore on your team, it's kind of hard because they don't understand this is your last year, or they still have 4 years. They don't really care as much as you do. but like you just gotta push through and like remain to be that type of leader and like a captain basically.
I can tell you just from experience, some of the, when you go into that next level, like the collegiate level, the biggest problem a lot of coaches say they have with athletes that come from high school is just being coachable. You know, I was telling Mom the other day that when you're in high school, and I know you feel it now, you're treated like a king. And I'm sure you go through that. They treat you like a king, they know you're an athlete, they know you're a superstar, and they just, you know, they fill your head up, your head gets pretty big. You go to the next level, and the coach basically has that attitude like, son, if you come here and you work, you're fine. But we don't need you here. And that's whether it's Division I, Division II, Division III. We don't need you here. And so you have to adjust that whole attitude, you know. So I'm just asking you, moving forward to that next level, whatever that may be, you know, whether you go completely straight into college, whether you do a grad year, whatever you happen to do, how do you think your head is going up in there, and having a coach that might just look at you like that, like, you know?
Basically, it's competing with your like teammates, but like in a good way. Like, you know, you always have to be better than them, or not like necessarily like that, but you have to compete with them. You can't, like, this isn't high school. You don't just make the team or whatever. Like, this is college, and basically everybody else is capable of doing the same thing you can do, like, but even better, basically. If you don't work at it every day while you're not working at it, somebody else could be working at it and getting better at the sport and getting stronger, getting, you know, just exercising, whatever it is. Basically, you just need to, like, compete with everybody at the best of your capability.
So at least
Yeah.
shoot 500 jumpers a day. You got court at home, or if you go to the gym, you know,
Run around
it's
the
up.
block.
It's up to you to put in that extra effort. Because if you follow, you know, the Magics and everybody who didn't grow up having courts and all that, they'll go to the parks or they'll practice hours and hours shooting on the side of a barn, wherever. You have to put in that time and that effort. It's not just going to be given to you. And because maybe, you know, when you were younger, things was flowing a little better. Now when you're older, everything and everybody is basically on the same level. So you have to always continue to get better and better and better that way.
And it shouldn't be much of an effort. If you love doing something, that's just naturally, that's something you want to do.
Get better at it.
You know. But I have to say, all in all, being the mom again, the proud mom, I mean, you know, he has all around always been really busy. You know, he has a little part-time job and games and practice and at home, you know, the grass and the leaves and snow. You know, he's
Yeah.
nonstop.
And you
But-
know, all of those things, they make the man too. And
Yeah,
that just
yeah.
goes along with it.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, they
Maturing.
didn't weight lift. They shoveled snow, you know, things along that line. All of those things make the man, because I know you're driving now. You're driving your own vehicle now. You know, back in the day, people weren't doing that. You're on time, what you have to do, you have to be.
You're riding a bike everywhere, or you walking, or you catch a
Exactly.
city bus, you know, or you skateboarding, or you roller skating. It was not this convenience it is today for you to stop working hard. I noticed the people who had the better opportunities are pretty much the laziest mentally, you know. You know, I can't say physically, but definitely mentally, because they just think it's going to always keep flowing that easy way, or, you know, mom and dad is here, or, you know, Uncle Courtney's here, he'll give me a tip. You got to take some of this stuff on your own.
All right.
And really focus. All I keep saying is to AJ, Jamel, Marlene, Donna, Courtney, myself, Malik, Jasmine, Tashi, Dominic, just focus on what you need to do and try to get this stuff done as early as you can. The younger you are, the better, because the older you get. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not going to say my age because I know I'm looking good, but it's tough when you get older trying to deal with life you want. Just focus. I don't care what it is. You have to really focus because you can do it.
Well, considering I'm the oldest one in the room, you know. So. No, I'm just joking. But what I just want to remind our audience of is that all we're doing here is talking. What you guys are doing, what we're talking about, is helping a whole bunch of families as they go through these things. And so I just want, you know, that's why this show is just near and dear to me, this episode here, because I just want people to hear what you guys are going through, you know, questions that are going on. Just love this kind of stuff. So I just want to, you know, remind the audience of that.
The theme is focus, I guess.
Yeah, the
That's
theme is focused.
Yeah.
And,
I'll
you know,
add
I
to-
just wanted to,
sorry.
go ahead, Jamal.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'll add to what Uncle Anthony was saying. You do have to focus, but you also have to remember, like, life is what you make it. So any situation that you're in is what you make it, and how your perception of it is. It's not always hard. You know, like, I've been hearing my whole life, wait till you hit the real world, wait till you get into the real world. And it's like, I'm still waiting. Like, I'm just waiting for that crash. And it's like, when does it happen? You know, so it depends on your perception of everything. It doesn't have to be hard. You know, it doesn't have to be so serious, but you do have to
And
focus.
it doesn't, and it's not always as easy. It doesn't have to be hard, but it's not always easy. Parents who love you, and you allow them to say, you know, like, I'm not charging him rent yet, even though he has a job. But come next year, if he's around, I'm charging you rent. You know,
I hope he be away in college. And
you want them away from home. Like, I have
At least
a daughter that's in college now who commutes to college, and she goes to UConn. Hey, Dominique. Hey, Latasha. And but they don't really get a chance to really grow when they still around home and their parents and you know, not taking life serious because they got something to fall back on.
Well, my perception of you, AJ, I see good progression in you, and I just see good things happening for you, you know, athletically and even academically too. So, what is it that you want to do once you leave high school?
Oh, good.
What do you
Yeah.
want to do?
I want to go play somewhere at a college, but like, I'm not too sure yet with what sport. It's whatever gives me like the best opportunity, because I honestly like both of them at this point. And I didn't play football my freshman or sophomore year, which one of my biggest regrets, because I could have been really a lot better than I am now. But like with basketball, I kind of had a slow start to my senior year season, but there's at least 10 more games left, which I could turn it around and hopefully get something that, you know, will free scholarship, whatever it is. So the best opportunity.
I mean, that's what you want to do, sit down with your family and talk about it. Because, like, I know you're considering grad year, too. So if you're thinking that the school that, like Hartwick, that is there, that you're really not feeling it that much, you might want to do a grad year. You know, there's different ways of getting to where you want to be. And I don't know if you guys know about the clearinghouse. I'm sure you do.
Clearinghouse.
The NCAA clearinghouse.
Yeah.
If you want to play at the D1 or the D2 level, you have to go through the clearinghouse.
What is
And
it?
that's where you just put your personal information in. You put your academic information in. You put, you know, what kind of sports and things you're doing, and the NCAA makes you eligible to play at the D1
Okay.
or the D2 level. Of course, you got to put your SATs and all that in there. So if you guys haven't heard about it yet, that's something that you probably should have had done already. You might want to, you know. So
And
that's something that we can get straight.
And another thing to look forward to, take advantage of any opportunity, any connection, and, you know, take advantage of your connections. Don't be afraid to talk to people, because you never know when that opportunity arises and you blow it because you feel like, oh, nah, they're not going to care. Take full advantage of your contacts and your connections. It'll take you a lot further than you think.
I agree. Well, I mean, since we kind of grilled you a whole lot, I don't want to just keep grilling you. Any final words before we move to the next segment?
Well, I just want to let AJ know, and all the other student athletes out there, you know, people care. You have to be the one. It's up to you to decide what you are going to do with your life. You know, don't just think everything like this is going to fall into place easily. Life is not easy. Life is very difficult and it's hard. And focus, eat right.
Question 2.
Mhm.
in general, again, we don't really know too much, and it's January, and it's, you know, graduation around the corner. So how did you guys go about figuring out what school, and was Malik the main
I
one
mean,
that just,
what school he was gonna go
End
to,
up-
or
yeah.
that, you mean the
Or
whole
period, just
process?
the whole
in
process.
The whole
general,
process.
which way?
I knew a little bit about it myself,
You did?
you know, because I played sports myself, high school and
Yeah.
and college. So I knew whatever the process was, whether they called it something different, I knew there was a process. So even from the time that he decided he wanted to basically play sports, and I'm not talking about high school, like when he was little playing midget football and stuff, and he was like, this is what I want to do. So I just started looking into what does he have to do in order to move to whatever level he's doing, whether that was AAU or, you know, high school or whatever it had to
Yeah,
be.
mhm.
So I knew a little bit about it, and then, you know, Mom and I would just talk a little bit about it. So she just kind of trusted me and what I wanted to do. But, so if we do, you know, I just want to have a little bit like fun in this too, in this segment. We want to see how much you guys know about AJ.
Oh.
It's your son, your niece, I mean your nephew, your cousin. How much do you know about, you really know about him?
All right.
So there's gonna be some questions and you guys
All right, let's see.
just tell me when you're ready.
I'm
AJ.
ready.
Okay, the first question is, what size shoe does AJ wear?
11 and a half.
Well, he's gonna write it down.
Oh.
You know,
And they should know that. I mean, we
as a
wouldn't know
parent,
that.
do you, I mean, you guys can answer too. It's not just mom and dad.
I don't know, maybe 11 and a half.
I'm gonna say 12.
What about you, Dad?
11.
All right, you can
It all
show him,
depends,
AJ.
11, 11 and a half.
You can show him, AJ.
10.5.
10.5.
Really?
I
He
just
was a
gave him
10.
some shoes that was 11. What are you talking about?
Nah,
Give us
it's
the
def like
socks.
I'll def buy 11s because, like, you know, I guess they're like the perfect feeling, like, and I know that like they won't leave, but like, or like they won't, like, you know, like get too small too quick, but like 10 and a half is just right.
You wear a bunch of socks too.
No,
Okay,
no.
next question. How many pair of sneakers does AJ have?
Yeah, I haven't checked in a while.
I say
'cause,
over 20 pairs. I can't give a number, but I say
Yeah.
over 20.
Oh, just guess. I
I'll
mean,
say
I'll
10.
say 15.
27.
I say 30 and up.
you get an
10.
answer in?
10.
Okay.
24. So who was the closest?
Wow, parents are zero in here. They
Nobody would
live
know
with him.
exact amount of sneakers.
I was
Oh.
close.
Cause I've
Yeah.
come home and found
Pretty close.
sneakers, and I'm saying, where did these sneakers come from? Because I'm not buying them. So,
Well, you don't
These-
wear 10 and a half, do you?
yeah, but these
Yeah,
kids.
Well, he works now, so.
I was gonna say, you could just put them on there. If they don't claim them, take it from them. What is AJ's favorite color? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know.
Black.
Black.
Purple.
Green.
Show him, AJ.
Blue.
That's not. That's
a
not true.
cliche answer.
What?
Everybody's favorite color is always blue.
All right, you might not know this one. What's the most that AJ has bench pressed? What's AJ's favorite food? Now, Mom should know that. She just
Jesus.
boasted about cooking.
Yeah, he doesn't need to cook food as much. Pizza. Or
Chinese
wings.
or no
wings,
wings.
or pizza.
Wings, probably.
Chicken.
Yeah, I go with chicken.
Wings.
Which one, AJ?
Chicken wings.
Wings, yeah,
Kind of got
chicken
that
wings.
one.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got that one. I give you that one. AJ, who's your celebrity crush?
My crush.
And do you guys know?
I don't
you wanna
even
guess?
know.
You know you. Who you looked at?
Dang,
Yeah, I don't have a clue.
dang, I don't even know.
When I say,
Guys,
I don't know. It's-
Guys
You don't-
have
you don't
celebrity
have one?
crushes? I
I
don't
don't
think
have
guys
one.
do.
You don't?
Yeah.
Like, what
Guys, the guy. Amber Rose.
Heck no.
Boy.
Ah.
Okay, so we can move on from that one.
All right, well, here's the bonus question. How many times has AJ been interviewed?
Has he been interviewed?
Interviewed.
Oh,
Ooh.
4. I say 4.
I'd say 6.
But interviewed just where? Like on
Any-
TV
yeah.
or just in general?
Any-
That's in general.
After a game,
I said 3.
3.
4.
Auntie.
I said 6.
3.
You count this one?
Now, this is the last one, Answer whatever way you can, or don't answer it. Who's your favorite parent?
I knew it.
He should answer.
I'm not.
Oh, because somebody is real confident
And
here.
then- and she's gonna be, no, you
Better
should
say
say,
the one that bring
who's
the
your
money
favorite
home.
parent who spoils you, or who's your favorite parent who makes sure you're going in that right direction?
I mean, I
Just
do
say
love.
there is no parent.
I do love
I mean,
my
there is no
girls. I
favorite.
do
There you
love my
go.
girls
Mom and
too, but
dad.
I think we have this connection. He was like 6, 7 maybe, and I would come home late at 11 or something. Dad always would say, AJ, go to sleep. But, I'm sorry. And the minute I would walk to the door, I would hear AJ, Ma, is that you? No matter what. He
There you
told
go.
him about it 1,000,000 times, go to sleep, you know? So those are the little things, right?
I just wanted to end up on a nice note here. So, I mean, I'll allow you guys, if you have any final things to say,
No.
to say that, and then,
Hopefully down the road one day we're all sitting here and saying how it went.
I would just say support your athlete, going to games, giving rides, motivational
Yeah.
speeches, whatever it is, support your athlete.
Feed them, lots of food.
Lectures.
Make them eat.
You said don't lecture?
No, lectures
Oh.
like are pretty important.
well, that makes me think, how did you ever feel? Did you ever feel like you were being pushed into something? I mean, I'm not trying to make you guys feel bad,
Not
but
really.
Making us
like,
feel bad.
you know, you gotta play basketball. I mean, especially when you hit that AAU grind, because you pretty much every week doing something. So did you ever feel like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm kind of tired of it, and then you feel like you being like,
I
Like,
would
as
be shocked.
as I've been growing up, like it's like maybe came to my mind like once, like after like rough time, like a certain loss or something, just being a kid. But like this is basically what I want to do for the rest of my life. So like I can't.
AJ, on the serious, has always said he wanted to do this. We never said, hey, go play basketball, go play football. But when you're out there, just give it your all.
right.
Don't, this past game, they played Windsor, and, everybody was thinking, oh, it's a blowout. And I keep trying to tell him, and I hope he tells his teammates, it doesn't matter who you were playing, just go out there and play. Just go out there and
Give it
ball.
all.
That's all you have to do. Who cares who you're playing? Who cares if they got 20 people 10 feet tall? Just go out there and play, and you'll be surprised what you can do.
Well, and
We also appreciate this opportunity to come
oh yeah.
in.
I mean, the opportunity is all mine. I'm happy to have you guys.
And if I could just say one final thing, happy
Always.
birthday, Malik. I love you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Malik. We love you.
Make sure you cut that hot mic off when I go telling your mother off in a minute. All right? I don't want that on tape.
All right. Well, so are we done?
Yes. This
All
is
right. Well,
fun.
thank you guys. And,
Thanks for inviting us.
Appreciate it.